Patron, take them away.
And a warm welcome to one and all. This is your first time here. I am Big Scruff, and what I'm trying to do is put trading in the real world. Maybe show you a trick or two along the way. So if that sounds good, hit the subscribe button, because all we do here is talk trading. I show you it in the moment, and hopefully it'll inspire you with your own trading. And if that doesn't deserve a like, I'm not rightly sure what does. Anyway, it's going to be an odd video today because I'm pushed for time. It's 7:30 in the morning. I've just put my first position in and I'll explain what I'm doing. But then I've got to run off for a meeting with the guys in the Scruffy squad because we have a Zoom to Zoom call every day. And kind of just talk through the issues of the day, what worries us, what sort of inspires us, all that sort of thing. And crack on with it. But let's crack on with this. So, talking to the Scruffy squad, they're already in, having a bit chat about whatever it is. And just as I was mentioning about the calls, there we are. We have them. We had one last night, went on forever. But we have them at sort of 8 and 9 o'clock in the morning as well. They normally start about 7:45. Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and 9 o'clock at night on a Monday and Wednesday. That's what they are. But we also have a bar where you can talk 24 hours a day to each other, face to face. And then you've got the bulletin board. Now, in the bulletin board, where it's just general chat rooms, I put the strength in each morning. This one. And as you can see, it's got on there, pound JPY is one of the majors that's good. But it's also pulled it out on here. Now, there is also the euro, but of the two, I prefer the pound. Live in the UK, kind of used to it, but I've also been trading that this week. I did very well with it the other day, as with oil. Now, I take this a bit further, and as you can see, that went in at 7:15. I do Scruffy bias. This went in 7:25, and it's telling me oil is a sell, and the pound JP is a sell, and they're both fair, and it's saying wait, and I've kind of jumped the gun a little bit because I wanted to test the water, but that's simply because I've got time against me, but the premise of the trade is right, and I'll explain that when I come back after I've shown you the trade. Now, also, I take it a step further where I actually break down what I'm doing. And I tell them. So this is me being accountable to the guys for my actions. And this is the trade. It's in play now. Now, I'm expecting to stage this backwards for it to come forwards, if that makes sense. And as you can see, it's a sell. So let's look at the premise of this. Well, the premise is this. Let's just remove that for now. We've had a strong drive up into a level here, but it keeps failing to go higher. So if it isn't going higher, it's coming lower. And if it's going lower, where's it going? Well, it'll look at this flush. And what I'm doing is I'm looking to see if it will target the lows down here. So come through, get into these lows, somewhere around this area, sort of brushing the top of that into this. And that'll be a good trade, but it might take a while to play out. So what we're going to do is we're just going to let it do its thing, and that's it. So I'm going to set the trade up. I'll be staging this backwards up onto the tops of here. So I'm quite happy to sit in a little bit of heat. And the next stage, probably a bounce off here and then come down, and we can get some good money down on this red line somewhere. That's the plan. So I'm going to have to scoot off now to join the meeting, but I'll come back. But you've got a good idea what the premise is, and then I'll take you through it a bit further. Now, I've already done all right with oil because that was the other one. I just flick oil up onto here, just so you can see a clean chart. What we're targeting with that is we're looking at this gap. Now it's taken it a while, but you can see the collapse coming in. But I want to see that relax a little bit beforehand. And why? Because it's already paid me. There it is there. Got 416 through the night with that. Now in the call we had last night, I mentioned that I'm trading oil, and when I finished I saw the setup for the 11 o'clock opens and thought, right, I'll just put an order to run through the night, and it's already paid me, so quite happy. And as you can see, I did quite well out of pound JP yesterday, so I'm just continuing that on. Happy days. Right, catch you after the meeting. Okay guys, I'm back. Just finished the meeting with the guys. Had a good chat, so a little salute to all of them. Let's look at the charts, see how well we're getting on. Well, there is a good result because it's pulled down, it's hit where I want. I've got some new orders stacked up for the return, but I don't actually need to take them. And I'm going to show you for why. I'm going to take these out. Screamed down, did exactly what I thought it would do. I did have a cheeky look at the DAX as well while the guys were talking. And obviously we've got an oil trade that is pending as well. So let's see. So there's nothing running. There's no orders because I've just taken them out. And that's what we've done already this morning, and it's 20 to 9. So that is, let's have a quick look. 1440 plus 79, 20, 15, 20, 233, 40, 128, 40, 37, 20, 62, 40, and 416 we started. So that's 1128 this morning. DAX was great. It was cascading, adding in. Absolutely fantastic. Why? It was just right side of a falling knife, which I was quite happy with. So, question is, do I continue trading today? Well, we do have this, which we're looking at. I'm going to do a little trade on oil just to finish it off, which we're going to drop in now. I'm just going to drop a quick $5 in, just like so, because it is ready. It is plummeting. Look here. If that pulls down, that's £1,000 into this. Now, if we just drop this back to the hourly, just so we can see it. There's no sign of retracement as just yet. Oh, fantastic. Got me coffee. Because we all know Scruffy likes it coffee. And trust me, he does. This can pull down. So what we'll do is we'll look to see if we can get... There we go. So that's a half decent target for this point. We'll just monitor this, see how it gets on, and that's it. What a wonderful day. And that's trading in its simplest form. While this is playing out, I'll kind of explain what I was doing with JP. You could see the failure, as I was explaining earlier on here. Now, if that's going to push down, it'll look for around 50% of this move. So if I draw on a fib, just so that I can highlight this for you, there it is there, and that's exactly where the price went to. Went to 50% of the move, just shy of this level that I put in. So I was targeting in and around this area, down a K, buff, paid. Very, very simple. With oil, the premise is slightly different. We have a move to the downside that is sustained. It's been like this since Monday. Take it to the 4 hour. it's looking to fill this void. So that becomes a good area of attraction. And as you can see, you could easily scale it back up to there to then come back to this point. And again, you'll get some decent money. So what I'll do is I'll just let this one play out. I might add a couple of extra positions into it. I've got a lot of money to play with. And it'll be a good trade. So happy days. If you're stuck, just drop in the comments. You'll find my contact details or drop your question there. And I'll always do my best to get back to you. Can't always give you the right answer, but I will get back to you. So let's play this out for maybe an hour. Oh, what time is it? 22. Well, I've got 20 minutes before I go into the next meeting. So what I'll do is I'll go in my meeting and I'll come back to this afternoon. But you can see it and you'll be able to track it through the day. And we'll have a little look at it. Okay, it's stopped out and I've literally got few minutes before I need to log off again. Let's flick this over, quickly show you what, as you saw, we were looking at this oil trade. It did spike down. I'll drop it onto a 5 minutes so you can see it. It did spike down, which gave me the opportunity to take some money out, which I did. So I've got nothing left, no orders. And there's the running total. So I took out 60 quid and then it came back and stopped me out for a fiver because there is a bit of a reversal. And, well, do I need to go back to market? I shouldn't have gone into market in the first place, really, because that's one of my rules. That once I'm paid, I quit. But I did open my mouth with this squad and I feel I should back that up. Will I look at this again? Maybe it's tomorrow. See what it looks like tomorrow. Because when the gap's full, if it hasn't been filled, it may well retrace back to the upper side. So oil is a good market. It's a nice market as long as you treat it with respect. And what I mean by that is it's so fast. If you get it wrong, you really get it wrong. So you've got to learn to get in and out of the thing. And a little bit like that. I could see the overstretch with the tail at the bottom. Took the money. And then it came up, stopped me out. But no harm done because the money's banked. So you happy?
Very happy.
Oh, yeah. She's driving me up the wall, you know, at the minute. She's dishing orders out like there's need tomorrow.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, you are.
I just said find a plasterer. It's not like dishing out orders.
Well, have you find a plasterer?
I tried. They didn't turn up.
I know, the fucking lazy bastards that they are. So hey, we undoing another house. If you haven't seen us before, if you watch the other videos, you'll see everything we do is chaotic. All right, it really is. It's always in the moment. It's as it happens, and we kick off. We swear. Well, I do.
You do, and you use that horrible word.
No, I don't.
You do. Begin. Oh, it's awful. Begins with the C. Hate it. Ban it.
Getting wrong again, boys and girls.
It's a bad word.
It is a bad word, but they're pissing me off. So.
You swearing again?
Eh? All right. Okay. Okay. I'll have me coffee and calm down. I've had a good day, and it's only 9 o'clock. So I'm going to have a bad day after this meeting because she says I've got to go to the other house and start knocking walls out again. Fantastic. So, without driveling on, that was the trade. That was today. All I do is I show you what I do on a daily basis, try and inspire you, and that's it. It will go back to normal once we've kind of shifted over to the other house and we've got a little bit of time. But in the meantime, if you're stuck, very easy found. And as always, trade well, keep your risk managed. But above all, do what you love and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.